In this video, we will discuss the casting of data type. And casting basically means you convert data from one data type to another data type. So we look at some examples and we will see how we carefully can do casting. Because without being careful with do casting, you could lose some data. So why do we need casting? Assume you already declared the variable called price of a byte data type, and later you find it's not good enough to hold the data. The data you have are bigger than byte, so you want to make it bigger, you want to make it float. You also need to use some decimal point. So how you do that? Do you rewrite your program, or you just find another way? There is another way by using casting. So you can cast byte into float. Basically, you can cast any small data type to a larger data type, and we will see that. Here is an example. The price declared as a byte, and it has the value of 25. Now, if I want to make it into float, how I can do that? Here is how you do it. You declare a float data type. You give it a new variable name, for example, we're calling it price f, and we come here and use casting. And casting requires that you have two brackets, and inside the two brackets you come with the data type, the new data type that you need to use. And here we need float. So price, we know it is byte, but now using the two bracket and float before price, it will convert to float, and we store it into a variable float. And that's how now we have the data coming out in the printout like a float. So 25, you can see it's integer, but now, or byte type of integer, and coming here like a float because you have a decimal point there. So this example converted byte to float using casting. There are issues with casting, as I said. If you cast a higher data type to a lower data type, you will get issues. And we'll see an example here. So higher to lower there are issues, but lower to higher there are no issues. And assume you have the number 200 in the price. You know the 200 cannot fit into a byte because byte can hold only 127 as a maximum. So 200 is bigger than a byte. So assume the 200 is a short, and then you want to cast it to byte. You will not be able to do that because byte cannot hold it. And if you do this now, this is again price. We created a short, call it S price, and it holds 200. And we're trying here to cast it into byte, a new variable b price, and we're doing casting is a byte. So the 200 we want to fit it into the byte. We cannot fit there. So if we do that, we'll get a result like this. So the 200 will not come to 100, will be minus 56 because it doesn't fit. If you look at the memory, you will find there is no space for the 200 in the byte. The byte can hold maximum 127 if you remember the videos we did before. So doing that, we're losing data and we're getting the wrong result. So don't cast data from higher data frame to lower data frame because you will lose data. So the result is wrong. Now the only way you get right data by casting higher data frame to lower data frame, only if the data is within the range that the lower data type can take. So you look at the example of 200 If we change the 200 by and make it 100 to 25, 125, although it is short, but it can fit into byte, and in that case you'll get the right result.